They say there's a town you can only find if you're asleep. But once you find it, you might never wake up. This is the story of Caleb, a young man who thought his recurring dream was just that, a dream. Until the line between sleep and waking blurred, and the town began calling him back, over and over again. It began on a Tuesday. Caleb went to bed late, worn down by another mundane day at the office, bills piling up on his kitchen counter. He closed his eyes, expecting nothing but darkness. Instead, he found himself standing in the middle of a strange town. The air was cool, carrying a faint scent of dust and lavender. Around him, narrow streets wound between tall, dark brick buildings. Shop signs creaked in an invisible wind. The strange part wasn't the silence or the emptiness, it was how familiar it felt. As if he'd walked those streets before, though he was sure he hadn't. He woke at dawn, disoriented and clammy, but quickly shook it off. The next night, he was there again. Same streets, same quiet, same sense of being watched. He wandered longer this time, noticing strange details, clocks on the walls that ticked backward, street lamps that glowed blue instead of white, birds frozen mid-flight. In one window he thought he saw a shadowy figure watching him, but when he turned, it was gone. The pattern continued every night. He dreamed of the town. And each time, he ventured deeper into its maze of alleys. On the fifth night, something new happened. As he passed what looked like a bakery, he heard a faint sound. "Caleb." He froze. The voice was soft, melodic, and close, though the street was empty.
"Who's there?"
He called. No answer, just the whisper again, a little closer this time. The next day at work, he couldn't concentrate. Every time he blinked, he thought he could see flashes of the town, like it was waiting for him. On the seventh night, she appeared. Caleb was in the town square, a cracked fountain at its center. Fog rolled in from the alleys, and then she emerged. A woman in a long white dress stood at the far edge of the square. Her black hair spilled over her shoulders. Her skin glowed faintly in the dim light, and her eyes were pools of midnight.
"You came back,"
she said.
"Who are you?"
He asked, his voice barely above a whisper.
"You already know,"
she replied. And somehow, he did. Her name was Leora. The next time he returned, the town was louder, whispering his name from all directions. "Caleb! Caleb!" Leora met him outside a towering cathedral, its stained glass windows shimmering even in the dark.
"The town likes you,"
she said.
"It remembers everyone who walks here. But it dreams of you."
He shivered. The streets felt closer now, narrower somehow, the buildings leaning in.
"I want to leave,"
he said.
"You can try,"
she said, tilting her head.
"But you won't."
The next morning, Caleb woke with a start, but something was off. His apartment was wrong. The colors seemed muted. The furniture was slightly out of place. The window showed a view he didn't recognize, a street lamp identical to the ones in the town. On his nightstand was a card. "Leora is waiting." Panic rose in his chest. He rushed outside, but the world felt hollow. Every passerby stared just a little too long. A child in a stroller whispered his name. He realized he hadn't left the town. That night, he felt a pull toward the edge of town, where the streets ended and a giant clock tower rose into the clouds. Its hands spun wildly, time meaningless here. Leora stood at its base, smiling faintly.
"You've been fighting it,"
she said.
"But why? You belong here."
"I don't even know what this place is."
Caleb shot back. She stepped closer, her dark eyes locking onto his.
"This is the place that remembers what the waking world forgets. You are home."
At the top of the tower, Caleb stood on a ledge overlooking the town. The fog below pulsed like a living thing, the whispers rising to a deafening roar.
You can leave.
Leora said behind him.
Wake up. Pretend this was just a dream.
He looked over his shoulder. The town stretched infinitely into the distance, dark, endless, but somehow beautiful.
And if I stay?
He asked.
You become part of the dream.
She said.
Forever.
Caleb closed his eyes. He thought of his old life, gray, repetitive, empty. When he opened his eyes, he nodded.
I'll stay.
The moment he spoke the words, the fog rose and swallowed him whole. He felt himself dissolve, his body scattering into mist and whispers. He opened his eyes to find himself standing in the square, just another face among the shadows. The other figures nodded in approval as Leora smiled.
You finally understand.
She said.
You are the town now. And it is you.
Caleb looked down at his hands, no longer flesh, but something in between dream and dust. Some say if you walk through the right street at night, the one that shouldn't be there, you might catch a glimpse of Caleb. He'll be standing at the edge of the square, watching you with black eyes. And if you hear him whisper your name, run. Because once the town dreams of you, it never wakes up. What do you think happened to Caleb? Do you believe the town chooses you, or do you choose it? Tell us your theory in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this chilling story, like, share, and subscribe for more haunting tales from beyond the veil. And remember, once a place knows your name, it never lets you go.